Hey everybody. Yeah, I'm just riding around. Thought I'd ride over here at the DeSoto Delta River Park. The river was closed down not too long ago. Let's see, this is old 61 highway. They closed it down last month because it was the river was so high it flooded it out. They closed all of it down and wouldn't let you go to it or anything. It's a little side place to go fishing. Go check out the rivers. Back in the day, I mean, it's called some kind of the founders back in 18 something or 1600 and something. I don't know. We'll see when we get over there to it. They've got a plaque out there and a picnic table pavilion. Got a boat ramp. Actually, it's just right down the road from Lakeview boat ramp. It's over here, a little past Walls, Mississippi. Little old back roads that wind and goes through a neighborhood. Nice old houses over in here. Looks like it's peaceful. Leslie's William Avenue. Zigzag through here. Across the railroad track. But anyway, I thought I'd ride over here and check it out. Thought about getting me some fishing license. I've got my own pond and everything, but thought I'd come over here and maybe catch me some big old river catfish. Big old 30, 40 pounders or whatever. I hadn't been fishing in the river in years. But back when I worked for FedEx, there's a guy called 56, Claude Behaving Light. He had a little bitty old fishing boat, and we'd go up there to Mud Island boat ramp, and we'd launch there and go up to North Fork, up the river, and fish. Man, we caught some big old catfish. And I brought a couple of them home, I think 36 pounds and 33 pounds, something like that, and let go of my little old pond back when I first had it built. So that's probably in 98, 99. And I've never caught it back out of there, but it might still be in there. I don't know if they even live to be that old. But anyway, we'd go on that little bitty John boat on that river, and man, that was scary. Let's see, what's this guy doing here? Let me go around this guy. Oh, dump truck. Here's a solar farm there. Here's some old farmers' shops and stuff. Got a couple of old cars for sale. I'm gonna go back and check those out. That's pretty cool. But out here it's all soybean, cotton, cornfields and stuff like that. I guess it's part of the back fields of the Delta. But yeah, me and old 56 used to go fishing on that river. Man, both of that little John boat and them waves and everything. Man, it wasn't but about 3 inches left of the side of that boat where it would sink. We made it, but we'd go up there and fish until after dark. And man, those mosquitoes were so thick, it would just about black out the moon. I mean, they were bad. I mean, it was unbelievable. But anyway, that's about the only place I went. We went to Enid one time, caught like 103 catfish there, right there on the levee. But it's been a lot of years ago. Pretty well quit fishing other than in my pond at the house. Sold my boat. you know, just, but I thought about coming down here just to fish a little different or whatever. But here it is, we get these little curvy roads and stuff. It's not, I don't think it's too far back up in here. Takes a little bit to get to it. But now a little bit south of here is where all the casinos are, the Tunica, Mississippi casinos. As they call it, Robinsonville. And anyway, that's here's an old farm here. Some old grain bins way off there in the field. Bet those things hadn't been used in years. This used to be a popular place back in here years ago. Big time farmland. I guess agriculture and all that stuff, it just, I'm sure it still produce a lot of crops. Yeah, I wasn't doing anything. I was just sitting around the house and just, you know, that's something about being retired. I mean, you can just about do anything you want to do. If you want to stay up until 5 in the morning and go to sleep and get up at 11 at night or whatever, I mean, you can do whatever you want to do. It's just, it's nice. I don't miss working at all. See, what's this place right here? North Foley Corporation or something like that. So that's probably an old grain bin mill or something. Yeah, got all kinds of stuff. I don't know, probably soybean or some of their old equipment. Old stuff out here. I don't know what that thing is right there. It probably chops up the dirt out there in the field. Here's some old houses, probably farmer houses that the workers lived in. See, we're getting pretty close to it up here pretty soon. I know you got to go over the levee, and you got to go slow because it's a pretty steep little old hill. It'll scare you when you if you're going fast. But I thought it was closer than this. Let's see here. Yeah, here we go. Turn this little road right here. It says Hernando de Soto River Park. Turn here. Another old barn. Yeah. Well, sure is a beautiful day today. Man, weather's just perfect. Been raining on and off for the last 2 or 3 days. But well, it sure is nice. Let's see, here's that hill I was telling y'all about. You gotta be real careful. Let's see here. Right here. You can't go very fast over this thing, cause ooh. Yeah, it looks like it's open. It was closed off back here. All this was underwater last month. Every bit of it was underwater. See, here's where everybody fishes at. All down in here. Usually right down in here where this water is, there's rocks and stuff down there, and you can walk down there and there's little sandbars and all that stuff. You can stand out there and fish out in the river. But this stuff is high. It's not as high as it was, but all this right here was underwater last month. And the waters finally went down. A good place to come and sit and eat lunch and enjoy the river. That's the almighty Mississippi River, people. right here and starts in DeSoto County. Go a little bit north and you'll be in Memphis, Tennessee. Here we are here. This is the boat ramp. Look at the flags. And DeSoto Hernando River Park 2018, I guess, is when it was created. Let's see. We'll get out here and check it out. All right. Absolutely gorgeous day. I mean, absolutely beautiful. Boy, that wind, that breeze is blowing. Here's the picnic tables. It's got this point here you can go stand out and look over. Here's the boat ramp. Little big old pieces of driftwood. See what this says over here. This was founded, and let's see, Hernando was first documented European to see the Mississippi River. The Spanish explorers were searching for gold and glory in the newly discovered America. In 1541. Historical trail. Under the flag of Spain, Hernando de Soto, 9 ships and 650 men landed in Tampa Bay in 1539, hoping to find gold and a passage to China. They traveled to present the day North Carolina and headed southwest, visiting northwest Mississippi before arriving at the location on May the 8th, 1541. This is the route they traveled. Wow. Mississippi River really routed back then. Here that's 750 years before European contact. I guess that's what it looked back then. Looked like. And this is weird here. This Soto and his men crossed the river near here and began a year exploring present day Arkansas, still in search of the elusive gold they thought existed. DeSoto died of a fever in May of 1542. His men feared attacks of the Indians, so learning the passing, instead of burying DeSoto, they wrapped his body in sand, weighted the blankets, and sank him in the Mississippi River. Wow. That's pretty cool. That existed here way before we were here. That's an interesting little deal there. And then they fly the flags. Place is real pretty. Usually this water's down a pretty good bit here, and you can see rocks down there. It goes way on out there, probably another 50 feet. There will be rocks and stuff like that. You can walk out on them rocks and fish. Yeah, peaceful and quiet. There's one, looks like there's one boat, and it looks like there's a couple of guys. They might be down the trail down in there fishing off the bank. But what a nice day. Look, there's something floating out there. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's a beautiful day out here. If there was a riverboat or a barge or something come by, it'd be cool. Watch that. That's a lot of water flowing every day. But pretty nice. But anyway, I just thought that I would do a video ride down here just to look pretty clouds. You can hear Old Glory up there just a flapping in the wind. God bless the USA. Wonderful country. A lot of stuff goes on, but still land of the free. There's a little log floating down the river there. Well, this is just another video I was filming, part of Tony's Adventures. I've videoed a few videos of my mom and my property, and actually my daughter and my grandkids. Haven't got my sister or my niece and their people in there yet, family in there yet, but maybe in time. If not, it'll be it. But I'm making these videos for memory. When I'm gone, they'll be here forever, unless something were to happen to YouTube. Instead of taking pictures and develop them and like the old days, and then put them in photo albums, and you set them on a coffee table for when somebody comes over, you can sit down and look through your photo album and everything. Well, I'll post this on YouTube, and when I'm dead and gone, they'll still be there. So now I can say my grandkids and their kids could actually go back and see, hey, this is your grandfather, your great-great-grandfather. And so it's pretty neat. And you have to carry around film and a camera and all that stuff. But yeah, if I had my rod and reel, I'd come in and see if we can catch a big old catfish or something. But we'll do that another day if I get a chance. Got plenty of time, it's just a matter of doing it. And plus, you know, you gotta go get a fishing license and all that. You don't want to get caught fishing without a fishing license in Mississippi. And if I wanted to just go fishing, I just walk out my front door down to my pond and catch all I want. Like in one of my videos before, I had a friend of mine and his boys come down. They caught over 50, 55 big old brim, some crappie, and a catfish. And I think one catfish. They could have caught all catfish if they would have fished for them, but they didn't fish on the bottom. They just fished with worms with corks on top of the water. But you know, I told them I need to come down and fish before I sell my place, because somebody else is going to own it for long, and that fishing stuff's going to be over with unless they go somewhere else. Got a little bitty old bird on that log out there walking up and down. He's living a life, ain't he? Floating around on his own little barge. Guess he's looking for bugs or something. Yeah. Wow. But yep. Just out enjoying the day. Like a buddy of mine was seeing videos. He said, man, why don't you smile sometime? You look like you're either mad or you're sad. I was, well, daggone, man. If you've been in this body and been through what I've been through, it's hard to get that smile out. But, and that's a buddy of mine, Pete. Johnny Pete Blaylock. I've known him since I was about 8 or 9. He lives about 3 or 4 miles around the corner from me. And he's married to Betty. and she's fixing to retire, and I think they're going to buy a house. Well, they're going to buy another house. They're going to move somewhere, but they're just trying to figure out where they want to go. Corinth, or either down toward where my mother lives in Holly Springs, or somewhere. They want to go somewhere out in the country. Pete likes the country. Betty's into sewing, doing blankets, and she does all kinds of stuff. And Pete does all kinds of stuff too. And he's a whiz at working on computers, laptops, all that. If you have any problem with a computer, you just call him up. He'll walk you right through it and tell you exactly what to do. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't know half the stuff I know. He's been telling me about how to edit some of these videos and stuff, and blend in some fade in and fade out, and fast forward and fast speed, slow speed. Put screenshots in it, and just stuff like that. And I hadn't got that far yet. I just know the basics. But I'm getting there every now and then when I'm editing. I'm good at putting two videos together to make one video, and I know how to cut a video short that's too long, but I don't know how to do stuff like add music or make it go in fast motion, or just different stuff. But I'm picking up a little piece of it every time I edit. I'm learning it. But trying to get this down to make these memories, and then, like I said, after I sell my house, I'm moving down my mother's. And I'm not sure. We're going to travel a little bit or something, but I'm going to make a trip to the Philippines. I want to video that. I'm going to do a vlog while I'm over there. How I find a place, and what I do while I'm there, and my plane flight over there, my plane flight back, and when I get back, and all that stuff. But this is why I sort of got into this stuff, and thanks that I did, because I was able to capture my daughter and my grandkids on there. And a video is worth so much more than just taking pictures, putting them in a photo album. And then you can have, you can lose the photo album or the pictures, or they can burn in a fire or whatever. But this video on YouTube, it'll never go anywhere. It'll always be there. But anyway, I just thought I'd do this video. I'm running out of stuff to tell. Well, I could talk all day long, but hold a subject or whatever. But and I usually don't drink these Red Bulls, but I just got me one just to drink it, sort of give me a little pep in my step. And it's against my diet too. I've been on the carnivore diet, I guess about 8 weeks now, something like that, and I've lost about 17, 18 pounds. And this thing right here, this Red Bull, it's a no-no on a diet. It's full of carbs and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, about like drinking, well, that one Red Bull is probably like drinking 5 cups of coffee. But anyway, I wanted to come down here and look at that plaque and a little bit of history behind the Delta Bluff River Park, or whatever it is. And a lot of people in this area don't even know this place is here. But anyway, I didn't know it was here until last year. Somebody told me I was looking it up on the computer, and I put it on the GPS and came up and said, man, that's right around the corner for me. But anyway, everybody, I want everybody to have a good day, and I hope you're watching my video, and I hope you go back and watch all my other videos. Like, I'm not trying to be monetized or nothing like that. YouTube will pay you after you get monetized, and how many views you get, which I'll never do nothing like that. But I'll subscribe anyway. Thumbs up if you like. Make a comment. I've got it all open. Will care to comment or send me an email. I think my email's in there. It gives me a hobby. So we got some more people pulling up out here. But anyway, everybody, I'll talk to y'all later on. I'm gonna turn this off and finish my Red Bull and just relax for a little bit, and then head on back around the corner to the house. Y'all take care. Tony's Adventures. I'm out.